This is a bona fide red alert. Everybody damn lost their minds. And when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and, people lose their mind. Plus, it's election hurricane season. But what was it trying to say? Happy Friday. Happy November. And yeah, this is technically it's a very red alert because if you'll see here, the area we've been watching for possible hurricane activity, tropical development, is now at 70%. And it's pointed straight into the Gulf. What will happen? Nobody knows. Models have kind of come down on the intensity, but I don't trust the polls and I don't trust the models. And remember, technically, we're watching two areas of interest. And so nobody knows where this thing's going to go. It could go Mexico, could go Texas, could go Louisiana, could go Alabama, could go Mississippi, could go Florida. And the Batman movie had Halloween on Thursday. And then later in the movie, they had a big water problem in the Northeast. So, I don't know, just saying. For the next 10 days, be on red alert for about everything. Plus, you got the possibility of severe weather today, tomorrow, and then the day after that. So, yeah, a lot to watch. And that almost looks like a question mark. Like the Riddler is going, where's it going to go? And so, if you believe in climate change or weather engineering, either way, I would watch both systems. And Pluto, the underworld planet, Mars, the war planet, will be facing off in the sky opposite each other on the 3rd. So that's going to be quite a show. And, be on the lookout for violence as the two clash. Here we're looking at Jupiter's moon, Io, which is extremely active. It has a lot of volcanoes popping off. See that? It's so cool. You got winter storm warnings. Technically it's kind of like winter's fighting summer. And they added more near-Earth asteroids. You got asteroid 2024 UB Trippin 11, which was added yesterday after it had passed. And then today we're on the lookout for U Dirty Dog 11, 2024. It's 0.6 lunar distances, but the fact that they've added all these near-Earth asteroids, that's a lot. Lately, what is happening? Are they break-offs from the comet? Who knows? It was pretty hot October in Texas. And Arizona is saying, yeah, 2024 is pretty damn hot too. But Earth weather is like a McDLT where the hot side's hot and the cool side's cool. And wow, it's not every day that Las Vegas is cooler than Detroit Caribou. Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and D.C. Well, congratulations. Also, a reminder, having a Thor News fundraiser for my 13th anniversary, which will be November 23rd. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal or a Venmo in my link. And I appreciate you guys listening and being here with me during this wild, wild ride. Hoorah, baby. And happy birthday to the U.S. Marines. Stay vigilant. Semper Fi. Don't get patty caked in the face by Hurricane Patty or Raphael. Also, so like when the, Silicon Valley stuff, digital went after analog, first thing they went after was rock and roll. Then they went after books. Then they went after governments. And now it's technically going after the internet. That's the whole thing, is if you have everything digital, then you just can kind of erase or change all the digital stuff. Internet Archive has not been archiving since 10.8. Google Cache has stopped caching. The Alexa service, the one that ranks web traffic, is gone. The ability of sensors to memory hole the internet is growing. And so that's what it feels like this election is. It's like government versus Silicon Valley. Pick your poison, you know. And Elon was saying by like 2030, 2040, Earth will have 10 billion robots. And that's not scary as shit, especially if you don't have universal basic income. Anywho, Spain got crushed hard. Here we're looking at before and after the floods. And at a time where humanity should be uniting, we are kind of doing the opposite of that. I'm going to say something controversial. It is only my opinion. But like for the last 2 years, I've been driving all over Texas. You know, like Corpus Christi, Houston, Galveston, San Antonio, Austin, DFW, and business is absolutely booming. And Texas is like the number one business state. So I think the immigration situation, while a problem, has been blown out of proportion. You don't have to agree. I'm just telling you my empirical knowledge. Because, for example, you know who has a real border problem right now? Ukraine. And they don't have the number one business in Europe. They don't have the number one business conditions. Business is not booming there. I don't know. That's what it's just so weird to me as a Texan. Texas has kicked ass and done great absolutely during the 13 years that I've been Planetary Defense Commander and Thor News. Or no, I've only been Planetary Defense Commander for like 10 years. Anyway, I'm just saying. So to have this weird thing that like Texas has complained about, we become more complainier, the friendship state. Anyway, I'm just saying. Texas has done great. So it's weird that we haven't celebrated more of how well we've done it instead of being like, oh my God. Anyhow, you don't have to agree with that. You know, here's another thing. People like, what, they control the weather. And I think they modify it in ways, but I also think you may have multiple parties fighting for weather dominance. So, for example, but everything nowadays always gets blamed on America. Like, no matter what happens, America is the fault of everything. So, Taiwan got hit by 3 hurricanes this year. So, why would America hit Taiwan with 3 hurricanes, man? Anyway, I love you, Texas. Tornado season has begun. And so, like, when I talk, this is how the spot used to be on Mars, where it's like the snow is here. And now, if we do see any photos, it's like the whole top is covered with oxygen or snow or whatever, which is weird that nobody's talking about. I don't really want to talk about it because nobody's talking about it. Anyway, Merry Christmas, y'all. Another strange thing, Austin is one of the most liberal cities in the United States of America, without a doubt. So I do think it's strange that Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and Alex Jones, are super conservative, but yet choose to live in one of the most liberal cities in the United States of America. I'm in the middle. I'm neither a Democrat nor Republican. I'm, your Asteroid Fight Club guy. But I'm just saying, sometimes, things are strange. People don't smell it out that well. All right. But if you get enough people who agree with something, then everybody's just like, oh, that's a fact. Remember when everybody was like, oh, we're going to grand solar minimum for like 5 years. Everybody, especially all the YouTubers, were like, hey, dude, we're totally, absolutely 100% going to grand solar minimum. And guess what? We did not. I was like the 1%. I was like, no, we're not. The sun's going to be strong because we need the sun to be strong. Anyway, China has imposed sanctions on the U.S.'s largest drone maker, which apparently is going to cause waves, ripples, but still better than getting hit by the coronavirus. And we're all allowed to have our own opinions, and you will never, ever, ever, ever convince me that 2020 was better than 2024. Anywho. All right. Okie dokie. Thanks for listening. And Bobby, the question you asked yesterday, this is the Korean model. And no matter what, I'm going to celebrate, 13 years of Thor News. I think I've done an excellent job, and especially in complicated year like 2024. And no matter who wins, I think America will survive. It is an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege to be your T. God bless everyone. Stay cool. Have a great weekend. But play defense. It's gonna be a weird next 7 days. Absolutely, without a doubt. Stay cool and super shout out. Thank you to God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit.